Hi everyone! Today I'm going to help you get through SAM Capstone Project 1A Excel Module 8 through 11. Let's get started. First you're going to download your file and then you're going to copy the expected file name and save it as new. Alright, step 1 is going to be on the survey worksheet, so we're going to go to Insert, we're going to go to Text and then Word Art. And the one we're choosing is the second one. It's called Red Accent Color 1 Shadow. And then in here, type Porter 360 Client Survey. That's way too big. So you're going to change the font size to 40. There we go. And then we need to change the color of this to Aqua Accent 5. So right there, press on it. There you go. Make sure your word art is from C2 to I3. So we have it correct. In J6, so where it says Porter website, we're going to go to Insert, and then we're going to click Link. And then where it says Existing File, right here at Address, you're going to type in www.porter.example.com, or you can just copy and paste from the instruction sheet, and then click OK. And now we have a link. We're going to repeat the step in J7. So select J7, go back to link. Now we're going to go to email address. So the email is info@porter.example.com and then click OK. Now with the same cell selected, J7, go back to link, and then you're going to click on screen tip, and then you're going to write contact Porter 360 and then click OK, and click OK again. Next, we're going to go to D23, so where it says right under city, and then you're going to type in equal, and then you're going to go up and you're going to click on D7 and then click enter, and it's going to come up. Next, in H12 right here, we're going to enter an option button. So you're going to click on developer and then insert, and then right here the circle is an option button, and try to insert it in H12. So right click, edit text, and this is going to be called website with a capital W. You're going to click on a different cell to lock it in place, and then right click once more, go to format control, and make sure the cell link is I-24, and then you're going to also press 3D shading and click OK. Now we have to align this, so you're going to click on right click website, control right click TV, and then shape format, align, and then align to the right. Align to the left? Oh, okay. Alright, next in G15, right here, we're going to add a checkbox. So go back to developer, go back to insert, and then the third one, checkbox, going to insert it in G15. So right click, edit text, you're going to name this video doorbell with a capital V and the rest is lowercase. Then you're going to right click once more, click on format control. The cell that we're going to link it to is L23, but to make it absolute, click on F, hold down Fn and F4. There we go. Check 3D shading and then click OK. There we have it. And then to make the whole thing appear, let's just insert. There we go. Now the whole thing appears. To align this, right click doorbell, control, right click security light, press on shape format, align, and then we're going to align top, no. Align bottom, no. What the heck? Okay, why isn't this working? right click video doorbell, press on control, right click whole house security or whatever's beside it, and then go to shape format, click on align, and then we're going to align bottom. No, okay, this is really tricky to align. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I don't know why it's not aligning on its own. All right, next, press on G17, press on developer, and then we're going to insert a button. So a square one this time. So try to line it up pretty good. And here, you're going to click on clear data and then press OK. And then right click, edit text. You're just going to name it clear, just like that. And then click on a different cell. Now we edit the height. So right click, shape format, and then right here where it says size, you're going to change this to 3 and change this to 1 and press enter. Okay, now I'm just going to align this with the save button as best as I can. This part is always a bit tedious. So right click clear, control, right click save data, shape format, align, and then let me see, do I have to go top? Top it is. And then next step, we are going to edit the text and save data. And you're just going to leave it at save. Okay, right click on this and you're going to make sure that the font, so edit text, and then highlight save, and then go to font. The font should be Lucinda Grande. You can type it in or just look for it, and then click on another icon. Don't press enter. The next step is to click the save button to save the macro, but if you're like me and you accidentally click the clear button, this is all the information that you have to retype, and then it'll fill itself in, and then press on save. Now on the survey worksheet, right click and you're going to click unhide, and then you're going to click OK, and it's going to give you a brand new sheet, and you're going to just hide this again. Now we're going to go to the sales comparison worksheet, and in E12 we have our first error. So you're going to click on the formula bar and then click on an icon away and then click on a random cell, and you're going to get this message. Do you want to accept this correction? You're going to press yes and press yes again, and it's going to fix the formula for you. Next, we're going to edit the formula in G13. You can do this by going to trace precedence, but I'm not trying to do all that. So basically, I'm just going to copy this first portion of the formula, and then I'm going to take out product type, I'm going to paste it, and then just switch this to a 2, and then enter. There you go. So the formula should be year 2 sales minus year 1 sales, and you should get this number right here. Next, on the same sheet, you're going to scroll down to the chart where it says sales year 2, click on it, click on the arrow, and then where it says trend line, click on the arrow again. You're going to click on linear forecast. Next, we're going to select J3 to J15, hit Control, select K3 to K15, and then we're going to go to Insert. We're going to go to Recommended Charts. You're going to pick the first chart that comes up, which is the scatter chart, and then click OK. We're going to move this chart from I16 to M29. Just try to match it up as best as you can. It's okay if it's a little bit out of the box. And then we're going to edit the title, so it's R and sign R and sign D and 6. Don't click enter, just click away. Now you're going to tap on this bottom row where the numbers are, and then Format Access, right click Format Access, and where it says minimum, you're going to type in 3000 and then press enter, and that should give you your new numbers at the bottom. So next you're going to go to the orders worksheet and you're going to select from C4 to C30. And you can do this in two ways. You can do it manually by going from C4 down to C30, or in this little box right here, you can type in C4 to C30, enter, and it'll select it for you. Now we're going to go to Data, Data Tools. You're going to click on Data Validation. Click the drop-down box. You're going to select List, and where it says Source, it's going to be from H4 to H11. And you can select this and press FN and F4 to make it absolute, or you can just select it manually like so. Then click on input message, and our title is product ID. The input message is enter the ID for this product, or you can just copy and paste it, but I like to type it in. And then for error alert, make sure it's stop style. Title is product ID error, and error message is the product ID is incorrect, period. And then you're going to click OK. Now with the same cells selected, I'm just going to reselect mine, go back to Data Tools, and then you're going to select Circle Invalid Data, and it's going to show you the invalid data, so you're going to press on that, and then we're going to fix it so it's DB100, and then you're going to press enter, and it fixes it for you. Alright, with the table still selected, you can press on any cell. You're going to go to Insert, you're going to click on Recommended Pivot Tables, and then just click OK for the first one. In the new sheet that has just been created, let's right click, rename. This is going to be called May Sales by Region, just like that. Or just copy and paste from the instructions sheet. And then click anywhere on the pivot table. You're going to go to Design, click this drop down arrow where it says Pivot Table Styles. You're going to select the Sky Blue Pivot Style Medium 13. Alright, next you're going to click on the table. This field should pop up where it says Payment. Double click and drag it down to Values, and now you have Sum of Payment 2. You're going to click the arrow. You're going to click Value Field Settings. For this one, you're going to click on Average and then click OK. So you should have Sum of Payment and then Average of Payment 2. Alright, now you're going to select the two fields of values. You're going to come here to number format. We're going to do currency. We're going to do 2 decimal places and the $sign, and then click OK. So it should look like this. Now we're going to edit the names of the columns. So in B3, this is going to be total sales, enter. In C3, this is going to be average sales, enter. So click on your table again, click on recommended charts. You're going to go all the way down to combo, and then you're going to check average sales, and then click OK. For this table, we're going to go to design, we're going to click change colors, and we have to click monochromatic palette 5. We're going to reposition this chart from A12 to F24. 24 is up here. There we go. So with your table still selected, go to Pivot Chart Analyze, and then where it says Field Buttons, just press on it, It should fix itself. And then select your table, click the plus, where it says legend, click the arrow, and click top. Now we have to go to the orders worksheet, H14 to I18. So we're going to be working in this area right here. So in I14, we're going to click equal sign and then go to the May sales by region sheet. And then you're going to press on B4 right here. And then just press enter. There you go. In I15, you're going to click equal sign, go to May sales by region worksheet, click on B5, enter. I16 equal sign, go back, B6, enter. I17 equal sign, go back, and then B7, enter. And last one, I18 equal sign, go back, B8, and enter. There you have it. Now you're going to select anywhere on the table right here, go to insert, press on recommended pivot tables, and the one we're going to pick is sum of payment by product. Click on that and then click OK. Now you have a new worksheet, so you're going to rename this worksheet May sales by product type and then enter. Next, you're going to click on the table, go to Pivot Table Analyze, and then on the far left-hand side, click the pivot table. We're going to edit the name to May Sales, and then enter. So make sure in the rows area, you have product type and product ID. Make sure you have payment and values. Now you're going to select column B and then go to Home. Go to currency and then get rid of the decimal places. Now we're going to design the table. So click on design with your table selected, and then we're going to click on sky blue pivot table medium 13. Under the design tab, you're going to click on report layout, and then we're going to press on show in tabular form like this. And then go back to Analyze, where it says Show. We're going to uncheck field headers, so just press on that. Next, where it says Calculations under Pivot Table Analyze, you're going to select Fields, Items, and Sets. And then you're going to press on Calculated Field. Name of this field is Price. Formula is Payment times 0.1 plus payment, and then press OK. We have to rename the column headers. So for D3, this is going to be called increased price. Enter. C3 is going to be called current price. Enter. To adjust these fields, we're just going to double tap between C and D and then D and E so it can auto fit. Now we'll be adding a slicer, so go to Pivot Table Analyze, select your table, go to Analyze, and then where it says Filter, we're going to select Insert Slicer. Right here, we're going to select Order Source, and then click OK. And then right here where it says Slicer Styles, click the drop down. We're going to press on Sky Blue Slicer Style Light 5. There we go. Align this from E4 to F10. Click where it says Hardware Store to only show that specific data. Also, in the final form for the table we just created, it has all of the details out. So just press on the tiny pluses and it'll look like that for you as well. For this next step, you're going to click File, go to Options, and then press on Add-ins. And then at the bottom where it says Manage, click the arrow We're going to click on COM add-ins and then press on Go. And then right here, you're going to select Microsoft Power Pivot for Excel and then click OK. And now you should have a option on your ribbon that says Power Pivot. So now you're going to click on Power Pivot and then you're going to click on Manage. And then here, the information that you need should be loaded. And I'm just going to make it bigger so I can see better. But all the way in the bottom right, there's this icon that says diagram. It's really tiny for me, but click on that and then this should pop up. Now here we have to drag and drop sales rep ID. You're going to double click and then drag it to where it says the same thing on the other side. So now you X out of here. We're done with creating the relationship. Go to insert and then you're going to click the arrow where it says pivot table and then you're going to click from data model and then you're going to press on new worksheet and then click OK. Since our table looks empty, we're going to come to where it says pivot table fields, scroll down, open up cell reps, and then where it says last name, you're going to drag this to the rows. So drag last name to rows and then drag region to columns, drag, go up, find total sales. You're going to drag total sales to the values area. There we go. We're going to change the name of this sheet where we just created the new pivot table to sales reps. Press enter. We have a few more steps to go. So now we're going to work in the installations worksheet. Here you're going to click on data and then in analyze all the way in the right hand side, click on data analysis. You're going to press on histogram and then click OK. Here our input data is D4 to D30. Our bin range is F4 to F7 and our output range, we're going to select output and then output range is A32, but it's an absolute value, so you're going to press on Fn, hold down Fn, F4, and that turns it absolute. Check chart output, that's right at the bottom, and cumulative percentage, and then press OK. So when you scroll down, you should see a histogram right here. Reposition the chart where it starts from D32 to L48, so 40, and try to be as precise as you can. Now click on chart design on the ribbon, and then where it says quick layout, you're going to click on layout number 5. On the same page, we're going to select H3 to K13, and then we're going to go to insert. We're going to insert the hierarchy chart, so it's the second one. Click on the arrow, and then you're going to click on sunburst. We're going to position this from E14 to L30. There we go. Now we're going to edit the chart title. This is going to be called Sales of Accessories, and then click on a different cell. And then click on your chart, go to chart design, and where it says chart styles, we're going to apply the 5th chart style. We're done with this page. Now you're going to go to income analysis worksheet, and here we're going to go to data, and then go to what if analysis, click scenario manager, and then we're going to add a new scenario. So this scenario is going to be called raise price. For changing cells, make sure it's B5 to B6 and then B18 to B21 and then click OK. So the first one is going to be 1400, second one is going to be 209, and then 61,456 is right. The fourth one is going to be 11,000. The fifth one is 10,000. Scroll down because there's more. Sixth one is 12,000. And then we're going to click add and then
click on cancel and then click on raise price.
Click on summary and make sure scenario summary is selected. And then for result cells, it should be B27 and then click OK. And we're going to rename this to income scenario report. Enter. Now we're going to go to the trade shows worksheet and then in data where it says analyze, click on solver and then our objective is E11 and then the value is 98,000. Where it says by changing variable cells, we're going to put B9 to D9. Where it says constraints, you're going to click on add. So the first constraint is on B9 to D9 and it's going to be greater than 0. Click on add. Our next constraint is going to be B9 to D9 and press on int, which is integer. Click add. And then our next one is on B9 and it's going to be less than 4. Click add. Next, C9 is our cell reference. It's going to be less than 4 as well. Add. And then D9, also going to be less than 4. Add. And then click on cancel to see all of the constraints that we just put on. So make sure you have the same thing. And then where it says select a solving method, we're going to click on simplex LP and then click on solve. Now just press OK and then go back to solver. You're going to click load and save. And then the cell we're going to load it to is A13. To make it absolute, hold down Fn, press F4, and then click on save. Close this. It should look like that. Go back to solver. You're going to click on solve. And now you're going to click on answer and then click OK. And now you have an answer report. Here we're going to rename this trade show answer report. Click enter. We are all done. So now save your file. Okay, not bad. Let's see, what do we have to change? Okay, there's a few errors that I do want to touch on and I feel like I can fix them. So I'm going to show you. So the first one, it says in the sales rep worksheet, it should contain a relationship between the sales column and the sales table. And I remember doing that, but let's do it again in a different way. Sales rep worksheet. We're going to go to data and then we're going to go to where it says data model, click the arrow, click on relationships, and then we're going to click on new. Okay, for table, it's going to be sales. For column, it's going to be sales rep ID. Related table is sales reps, and the related column is sales reps ID. Okay, it says the relationship already exists. So where did I go wrong? I don't understand. You know what? I'm going to deactivate this. And then let's make it active. Okay. All right, hopefully that works. Another error I want to touch on is where it says the macro save didn't run correctly. So let's go back to the macro. Right click on your macro and then go to assign macro. You're going to assign it one more time. So if it comes up again, click on it and click OK and it should fix itself. And the rest were just alignment issues, and I already told you guys I'm not about to worry too much about that, but I still tried to fix it as best as I could. Okay, I'm gonna turn it in one more time and we should get a better grade. Let's see what we get.
Bruh.
bro. As you can tell, I'm not an expert at this, but this is the best that I can do. So if you follow this tutorial, you're guaranteed to get an 80 or above, and I'm sorry I could not hit the 100 mark.
But hey, 91 is pretty good, am I right?
If you have any suggestions on how to fix those tiny errors, please leave them down in the comments because I would love to know, and it could also help somebody else out. This project literally took me 2 days and it's got me stressing out so bad. So I'm gonna let it be for now. I'm happy with this grade. Thank you for watching. Bye.